Hello everyone, this is Empress Pamela and my new kitten, and I think she's probably 12 weeks old. She's now being called Pika, as in Pikachu or Peekaboo. Where are you? She's hiding. Okay, so while I'm giving you updates on my cancer journey, my Cancer Chronicles, you can watch my kitten play. And she's beautiful, and she's healthy, and she's playful and loving, and all the things. Pika! Pika! Look at there. And she's got other toys too. But anyway, so today is January 8th. And let me just do a quick recap. December 22nd, 2021, I had a hysteroscopy because previously I had an ultrasound like the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and they found a mass. So the hysteroscopy, they go in and they take a camera and they take a biopsy, try to figure out what the hell the mass is. That was December 22nd. December 27th, on my son's 25th birthday, 2 hours after we went and celebrated it, the doctor calls me and gives me my cancer diagnosis. So that's December 27th, 2021. So my New Year's was filled with anxiety, of course, going through the 5 stages of Kubler-Ross, because, I don't feel like you really go through them in order. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Some days could be like you're angry, some you're in denial. Mostly I've been in denial. I have distractions like my little kitty. Anger, denial, depression, acceptance. I always forget the other one. But yeah, it's kind of a roller coaster ride. So anyway, I'm sitting on pins and needles waiting for the call to get a appointment with a gynecologic oncologist, so a cancer doctor for the vag, women's health. And I had my first appointment on yesterday, Friday, January 7th, so that's not too bad. It's about a week from when I was waiting, I guess. January 7th, 2022. So I thought it was just going to the facility for half an hour, meeting the surgeon and getting a date for surgery. But no, it was like a 2-hour thing, appointment, had to spread the old legs again, go over history, fill out forms. And anyway, during the course of the visit, my husband was with me, and we talked about where we can get the surgery, when's the availability. And luckily for me, the surgeon had a cancellation on Monday the 10th at a hospital that's closer to our home. And so everything was accelerated. They did the blood work while I was there at the office, which was great. Then they had set up an appointment for that afternoon to get a COVID test, because the requirement for major surgery is to get a COVID test. And obviously you'd have to get a negative result, I guess. So I had to go for my first, hopefully, and last COVID test. They did a rapid test. I waited half an hour and they had the results. So I'm negative, so everything's a go. And this morning I was reading over my notes and I saw my patient history, and it actually said endometrial cancer. And that fucking hit me like a ton of bricks. You really can't avoid your situation when you see it in black and white, and now it's part of your history. It's part of your label. It's part of your identification. So that kind of was like crazy. And within 5 minutes of me reading my whole report and all the notes that transpired in the last couple weeks, the anesthesia nurse calls me, and then you have to go through a whole nother 20 minutes of questions and history and preparation for surgery. So that's what I'm doing. My next step on Monday, January 10th, 2022 at 7:30 in the morning. Hopefully they'll be on time. I have to be there at 5:30, 2 hours before surgery. They will be doing a robotic assisted laparoscopic total hysterectomy. Everything will be taken out as explained to me. Let's look at Pika. The uterus, cervix, fallopian tubes, ovaries. Did I miss anything? Oh, and then they're going to shoot dye into the nodes that are nearby and take out the nodes. And then they're going to take the all those organs out through the through the vagina, and then they're going to send it off to pathology and figure out what the staging of the cancer. So it's major surgery. It's the recovery is expected, full recovery, probably 8 to 10 weeks. First 2 weeks is going to be, can't lift, can't bend, blah, 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 sleeping on your back. And I'm like a stomach sleeper, so that's going to be an adjustment. Dealing with gas pains, nausea, all the after effects of anesthesia and pain medicine. And I guess in order to access the organs, they shoot a bunch of gas and blow up your belly. So you're dealing with a distended belly, I guess would be the word. I don't know. Anyway, it's not going to be fun. But the great thing is I'm getting this shit out of me as quick as possible. My healing will begin as soon as possible. Body, mind, soul. I'm already looking at support groups. I'm probably going to look into holistic health. Once I'm well enough, I want to do a little bit more yoga, Pilates, some other body movements to help strengthen the pelvic floor, because your internal organs will move to replace the vacancy of the organs that are missing. So it's important to have a strong pelvic floor. And things that I was doing, like when I took Hydro Pilates, my instructor Melissa always talked about having a strong pelvic floor. So that's really cool that I understand that concept. Obviously, my nutrition is going to change, which I'm always looking into. I kind of gave myself a break during the month of December and tried to be a little kind to myself and not do keto. Plus, my body has been wanting less meat, more vegetables, more plant-based, which is fine. Like if I have bread, I would like it to be whole grain with a little bit more fiber, like maybe pumpernickel or dark bread, seeded bread, that kind of thing, and not go crazy about carbs necessarily. Maybe taking in more complex, healthy carbs. Looking at Mediterranean diet, but I don't want to even say diet. I just want to listen to my body more and be more conscientious about what I put in it, how I treat it, how I move it. So more movement. And that's where I'm at right now. But I will say, because today I'm talking pretty positively, I would say, even though I'm not, I know what to expect for surgery, like going in, because I just had something and had anesthesia and all that. But as far as the after effects of this major surgery, I'm not necessarily mentally prepared for it, so I guess I'll have to deal with it as I go along. Look at that little belly. She's so cute. She's beautiful. And she's been a great distraction. Healer. Oh, look at that flip. For my husband and I and my family, honestly, it's nice to have a beautiful energy and spirit in the house, helping us all heal and be a family as we go through this challenge. What else? But yeah, to be honest with you, there are days where I feel less than worthy. I feel like I'm a burden financially, emotionally. I don't feel good about myself. I've asked, what have I done to be in this situation? Like, who did I hurt karmically? Like, why did God put this in my path? Was I a bad person? So, like, I want to talk about the stuff that goes through your mind when you're diagnosed with such a challenging obstacle, because you do wonder, did I really choose this for my life? Why am I being burdened with this? Why did it happen to me? Was I a bad person? Who did I hurt? Is it because, and then you start, thinking about the people that you may have hurt in your life, and you ask for forgiveness for yourself. And I didn't want to end on a sad note, but I do want to express that everything you go through emotionally is quote unquote normal. And I think the challenge is to stay positive, to stay focused on your healing, to get the support you need, to be honest in how you're feeling at any given moment, and to really take the time to express to those who are important in your life, thank you, I love you, and I appreciate you. And I appreciate you for listening. Take care.